Back at 8:44, it's been 15 years since Haley Joel Osment saw dead people as a haunted boy in The Sixth Sense. Now, after a break from the big screen, he's back. We're going to talk to him in a moment, but first, a look at his rise to stardom and the years that followed. He was one of Hollywood's most celebrated child stars, from his first film role as Forrest Jr.
Hello, Mr. Gump.
To his breakout performance as Ghost Whisperer Cole Sear.
I see dead people.
America fell in love with Haley Joel Osment at age 11. He blew audiences away in the supernatural thriller, The Sixth Sense. The movie made over $600 million worldwide, and Osment's performance earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor, the second youngest nominee ever in that category. Osment spent nearly a decade as a staple in blockbuster movies.
Where is...
like AI and Pay It Forward.
This whole thing was embarrassing.
Something good, you don't even know it.
But at 18, Osment left Hollywood and enrolled at NYU, graduating from their prestigious Tisch School of the Arts in 2010.
Look out, you crazy
Now, after years out of the public eye, Osment is heading back to the big screen in what some are calling his big comeback. Haley Joel Osment, nice to see you.
Nice
Welcome
to see
back.
you too, man.
Remember your parents had those annoying friends who used to always say to you, I haven't seen you since you were this big. I'm going to be that annoying person. Take a look at the image of the last time you and I sat down together.
Oh, boy.
We both looked a little different.
That's, wow, 14 years, man.
I know.
Yeah.
I want to know everything that's happened in your life since. Start with the day after that interview.
We can get it all in, man. Yeah, 3 minutes.
You did decide to move away from Hollywood, at least the going after roles for a while. What was the driving force behind that?
It was always college. My mom's a sixth grade teacher, so it was never really negotiable. And luckily, I wanted to go to college, too. And I studied experimental theater at the New York University, and it was just something that I wanted to. You can only go to college at that time in your life once, you know. When you're 18, and
you didn't want to do it when you were 28 or 30 or something like that.
That's always valuable, but it's just, you know, in order to sort of figure out what you want to do with your life and everything, and to have that social support, you know, of going and doing that. Was
but
really
when you
important
went to college and you were this famous young man, were you treated normally, or were people always walking by in the street going, he sees dead people?
You know, oddly, in New York, it was almost easier to blend in. And my program, which was a small, you know, almost conservatory program, you know, all the students were very cool about it. A lot of people, you know, who were working in theater and everything, so it was never really an issue.
Were you getting offers during that time, Haley, and turning them down? And did you always plan a return to the big screen?
I was open to doing projects when I was there, but only two were really possible. I did play on Broadway in 2008 and a film earlier that year, and that led to me doing like summer school and going to school for like 2 years straight after that to catch up. So just wanted to finish it out.
You flew under the radar for a while, and then a photo was released not long ago. It was about you preparing for a role, and all of a sudden here you were in the headlines again. What was it like to be in your shoes during that time?
As a Nazi too, yeah. So luckily with the internet today, people can quickly see why I was dressed as a Nazi for Yoga Hosers, which is the second of 3 movies that Kevin Smith is doing with this one cast. So yeah, that was kind of funny.
You got a movie out called Sex Ed, and you play a sex ed teacher. What's kind of fascinating to me is here you were, this former child star. Now you're the adult actor in a class of all these other kids who want to be actors. What was it like?
They were fantastic, and we had a really short shoot. We only had 20 days to do it. We had a classroom full of kids of a bunch of different ages, and I was so impressed with how good they were. It's a credit to our director and our casting directors finding these kids from all over the country who were just perfect in the role. So I had a blast.
And by the way, kind of a reluctant sex ed teacher.
Yes, and he's not so sexually experienced himself, but he sort of takes it upon himself to give the kids information that he feels that they need, because many of them are going through puberty and don't really understand what's happening and don't have access to that information. So he makes a lot of mistakes, but he has really good intentions with, you know, teaching kids that
You have
stuff.
another movie coming out called Tusk, and in this one you are transformed into a walrus.
Justin Long is. Luckily,
I thought it was you.
I get
was
to
gonna
run around
say,
with the gun.
How
and
do
the
you
girl.
handle that call from the agent?
Yeah. No, I gave Justin Long some grief because, yeah, I mean, he's fantastic. He and Michael Parks are the stars of the movie. I get to not wear prosthesis and run around with, you know, Johnny Depp and Genesis Rodriguez and a gun. So that was nice.
Then you're in Entourage, the movie, which so much anticipation for that because the series was so popular.
Yes, yeah, I'm very excited for that too. Yeah.
Big plans? You want to stick at this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
I love making making movies. I've been living in New York for almost 8 years now and gotten to do theater too here and everything. So just feel very fortunate because, acting is my first love and I want to keep at it.
Going back to that original picture I put up of the two of us, I'm just upset that you haven't changed and I've changed so much.
I love the hair though. That was nice. Yeah. Both of us have some, 90s hair.
Haley, great to see you.
Great seeing you too, man.
It's a pleasure. By
Take
the way,
care.
Sex Ed comes out in select theaters. That's November 7th, and you can catch Tusk in select theaters right now.